Well, welcome everybody. It's been a while since I've been making some videos, s particularly game videos. Decided to do some Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. As you can see, I got quite a few hours in. Completed the first save file here, as well as on the Xbox version. I recommend like the PC version because there's less glitches and you can do mods on the PC. So as you can see here, I pretty much got all the characters kind of done, all the challenges and whatnot. So I'm pumped for Repentance is coming up pretty soon on the 31st this month. So until then, we're gonna do some random runs, just see how we go. And right off the bat is Isaac, so that's pretty interesting. PC 9AWKJA. So, let's see here. Okay. So Repentance is coming out next month. Not next month, this month. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been hearing news about Repentance coming out. New characters, new bosses, whatnot. Fixing some mechanics that need to be fixed. So yeah, I've played this. Oh, that's pretty good. I've been playing this game for a couple of years off and on, and I noticed some issues with them. With certain characters, a little imbalanced, of course. Like the keeper and all that. Yeah. So I don't know much to say. I guess this is kind of new to this commentary stuff. Just kind of shooting some poops here. Yeah, I see some interesting development for the upcoming DLC that's coming out, and looks pretty promising so far. I did play some Anti-Birth when it first came out a few years ago. I thought it was a really interesting concept with the witness and all. So we might get to see the witness again, or maybe some new form of him. So we'll just wait and see. So you can see here we're fighting Monstro. Fairly easy. Yeah. I'm doing pretty great here so far. Coronavirus hasn't really knocked me down too hard. I know people are kind of like dealing with the issues at hand currently with that. And hopefully we get out of this, pretty soon. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet for the most part. Of course, it's been not a whole lot to do because lockdowns and stuff. But I've just been enjoying the weather. It's been pretty warm out for the most part. Starting to warm up. No more snow and ice for a while. Yeah. It's not a whole lot to go off of, I guess. Been doing some shoveling and stuff. For the most part, getting some exercise in since most of the gyms are kind of closed and stuff. It's been doing me some good workouts with that. I also started running too, and that's it's been helping a lot with the heart. Oh, good. We got a nickel, so that's going to help greatly for the next floor for a potential. What is it? Whatever. Arcade, that's right. Potential chance for an arcade next floor, that's right. So we're doing pretty good. We got some burger tiers. Oh, we got this. That's not too bad. Base damage and stuff. Um. So yeah, like the weather's been pretty interesting. We had like a polar shift a few weeks ago, which, you know, kind of crippled some things with being outside so much. But then it just quickly just warmed up, which is really nice. Uh, I've been hearing recently too, is like Colorado's going to be having a big snowstorm again. So they're kind of hunkering down right now, so to speak. Yeah, it's some wacky weather too. It's been going on. You know, Texas has had their share of bad weather recently. Um, wish them the best with that. It's interesting how, like, over the years of my lifetime, like how weather's been changing, you know, quite dramatically. Sometimes the winters last longer, sometimes they're shorter. It's just kind of up in the air sometimes. You just have to kind of deal with it, you know. Just deal with the weather and stuff changing constantly. But it also kind of spices things up too, for the most part. Like, you're not like really, oh, how you say it? You're not really like, you know, predicting with like how the weather's going to turn out for the most part. Like, it's kind of a wild card. Um, so it kind of gives you a unique perspective. Like last night, for example, we had our first rain and lightning storm, which is pretty soothing for the most part because, like, I fell asleep like a baby uh, with that kind of ambient noise going on in the background. So what we got here? So the jar is not really too much interesting. I'm gonna say Sackhead. Let's see. No. Hopefully, I might find a secret room here. Let's see. Let's try here. Okay, so maybe one more spot we try. Maybe right here. Nope. Okay. Yeah, like, I mean, there's not much with weather, too, I guess, for the most part. Sometimes, like, you know, if you got, like, a special event coming up or something outside and it's supposed to have a snow or rain forecast, like, you're kind of hoping whether it's going to pass or not. I can understand that, for the most part. A couple of years ago, I went to see the eclipse down in Missouri, which is like the closest place around there to see it. And we got pretty lucky for checking it out in this town for this eclipse because a town over was having cloud coverage and stuff, while we were able to watch the eclipse in time. It's a very surreal experience. You get that, of course, the moon coming over the sun, and then next thing you know, like, you notice a huge temperature drop, and oh, we weren't over there. And the next thing you know, the birds and the bugs start going crazy because they're like, well, what's the heck is happening with this sunlight? This is this is too this is too early for it to get dark, and it was a cool experience. And there should be another one coming up in a few years down over there, on the East Coast and stuff. And we got to deal with the devil. That was pretty lucky. Okay, let's see here. So we'll take this one, 'cause that's pretty good. Oh, nope, can't take it. Doesn't really give us much of a damage increase necessarily. It's good for piercing shots. A little bit of homing. But other than that, it doesn't do much with damage. And that'll kill us anyways if we take that. I think we just go. There's nothing else here for us. Oh well, let's take some of these poops out first. Oh, that's really lucky there. Might help us for a possible arcade next floor. Okay, so anyways, back to weather. Yeah, not a whole lot to go with weather, I guess, to talk about. Things have started warming up for most of the country, though. I don't know. I mean, I'm not speaking for, like, you know, other countries like Europe and stuff. I'm assuming they got some warm spells, too, coming in. I know they had some Arctic freezes going on there, too, around our time. Kind of interesting to think about. Oh, a tenor rock. Cool. Yeah, it's oh, I just can't wait for summer though. Like, things are going to start be blooming more. It's going to be a lot more warm weather. You know, things like that going to be going on. Things are starting to open up though with these lockdowns, which is nice. People can get out and just do whatever. I've been exercising, doing a lot of running and whatnot, and it's been helping. Didn't mean to take damage with that. Last year we had a big storm rolling through, and caused some power outages and stuff like that. I was in a tent at the time when big storm clouds and stuff was coming through, shelf clouds and stuff. And I mean, at this point, I got pretty used to like all that weird weather coming through. I've seen a lot of shelf clouds and whatnot over the years. Not so much with twisters. I've seen maybe a couple twisters over the years. So do we want that? Probably not. Yeah, that. Whatever. Anyways, I'm not really scared of twisters. Maybe because I haven't seen enough of them, you know, up close to where it's like deadly. I'm kind of the opposite. I want to get close to them. Also, I don't want to get sucked up by one of those suckers. I think, like, large storms like that, they're cool as long as they don't, like, destroy any of my stuff or, like, threaten my life. It's, like, messed up as that is. Maybe like a twister in a field somewhere. It's not like bothering anyone's property or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. You know, I always wonder, like, you hear about like cars being picked up in semis um, from these storms. You don't really like see any like um, dash cam videos of them, of these vehicles being picked up by these storms. Like you see a lot of surveillance video of cars being, you know, pushed around or whatever, but you don't like see one actually get like picked up. You know, like from the movie Twister. It's like I know some of them they're kind of powered by the car battery, and then others are like powered by like a little internal battery or something in them. But I'm just kind of surprised though. It's like there isn't any like dash video of them just getting picked up and tossed and whatever. I mean, I've seen drone videos of them getting close to twisters, and they're either like being pushed away or they're just getting knocked down or whatever. But those in themselves were pretty cool, but it's like I want to see like them getting tossed around and stuff. And granted, like there is some video, like from the what is it? The special what is it? The special vehicles that they designed to purposely intercept twisters to where it's heavy and reinforced with lots of metal. I've seen some stuff on that, but like I actually want to see it get picked up. Now that would be pretty interesting. And granted, like you don't want to be in the sucker when that happens, of course. There's something fascinating about twisters, though, to where like a lot of people want to get closer to them, me including. I've heard stories about people getting close to those suckers and some of them not making it out, or they got close call with that. And there's a lot of dangers when it comes to. Well, that's interesting. We'll think about on that one. Alright, let's see here. I think we got 2 HP. The world card. Oh, okay. Oh, let's go in our shop. Oh, great. Okay. So, yeah, well, so like one of the big dangers is like obviously the twister shifting, because it doesn't necessarily keep on a straight path. There's been numerous times where the twisters kind of shift back and forth. And the other thing too is sometimes you can't tell whether it is we'll take that, whether it's sitting still or if it's moving a certain direction. And you get too close to it, it's going to shift. And so you got that kind of issue you got to deal with. And then another issue too is like dealing with any road closures or getting stuck in a ditch, or you don't know like the whole general area where to hide to or whatever. There's a lot of factors. Oh, we died. Okay. Well, let's try one more time. I didn't know we were like that close to death. I thought we had some spirit hearts. Oh, so our seed is 6A EM ZC TF. So it has a lot of factors in play. Those things could sneak up on you too. from what I heard, like, over the years, it sounds like a freight train. So I haven't really got close enough to one to where I can, notice that. I mean, for the most part, the two twisters I've seen were just like flimsy little ones. One was a little bit bigger. I mean, it might have been an F1 or an F0. It was a water spout. And then another one was more of an F0, kind of flimsy. Not much there, not much substance. But they are kind of tough to spot, especially if it's raining near these things. Okay, what we got here? Full health. Cool. Now, as for hurricanes, like, never experienced one. I've heard of them. I've heard of what they do and what they can do. I mean, they could be just as bad as twisters, if not worse. Ooh, got some money. Cool. Okay, let's check out this. That's a good Tears upgrade. A little bit of Fear Shot too. Got a Spirit Heart with that too in the process. Okay, so one of these are a library and one of these are a shop. So it's kind of hard to tell which one's the library. Okay, this is the shop. So that's good to know. And there's a 3-cent charge. So that's pretty useful in case we need to re-roll somewhere. Okay. Now, if I had a key, I can get the how to jump. Yeah. Actually, if I can get the how to jump, then I can, like, go over here, get a key, and open what else up. Alright, let's see here. So we get this. Yeah, storms are, yeah, like I said, they're pretty interesting. As long as you're safe with them. Safe around them. So we get the Book of Sin. Now we just gotta get out of here. Ah, come on. I know I've done this before. Come on. There we go. The Stars card. We'll save that for the next floor. Okay, and then this. We might need an orbital. Why not? Oh, come on. Sometimes it gets a little tricky. There we go. So yeah, it's interesting. Actually, we'll take this with us. Hoppity hop. Okay, we'll take this. Without getting stuck again. So that way we can re-roll, and if there is a Bible, we can fly. Get to it. Hopefully that turns to the Bible there. Okay, so it didn't. Go here, take this, fly, collect all this. Might as well check. No. Okay. I think that's a pretty good deal. Get Bookworm, and we also get most of those books taken care of. Do not want that Spirit Heart. Okay, let's see what our boss is. Alright. That's not a surprise, because we used Book of Revelations. Let's see here. So weather. Not really go a lot to go off of. Like when I was a kid, like I used to be terrified of twisters and stuff like that. Even though I hadn't seen one at the time, I've heard about them. Had to hide down in the basement in case for one of them to come by, and watch like the movie Twister and other ones. I had movies like that. I had twisters like that I was scared of. No, not so much. I mean, I stay proactive with weather alerts and stuff, and keep things into consideration. There's something special about big storms, though. And you got all sorts of variety of storms too, not just twisters and hurricanes. Of course, you've got like you got the subarctic freezes, you got like snowstorms, you've got ice storms. You just got all sorts of stuff. It affects the different parts of the country, more or less. Um, Heck, you even got solar storms too. And it's interesting, there's talks over the years about like um, concerns about the electrical grid and stuff, and potential like issues with giant solar flares coming through. Oh, that's pretty good. And I'm not sure how you really protect from that, really. I mean, there's probably ways beyond my imagination of how that can ever get like situated. But it's good to talk about, I guess. It's kind of like when there's been kind of talks over the years prior to COVID with antibiotics and stuff, and it's interesting, like that kind of crops up, and here we are. As far as I know, I think like school districts and stuff like that are still doing like storm tests, weather tests, get students like prepped for like any potential storms coming through, which is nice. I know when I was little, all the way up through high school, it's like they did a lot of that, which is extremely useful. Also, a lot of fire tests, and then for like the buses, of course, we did some evacuation stuff, and it was mostly like getting stuck on the railroad tracks, which is to be understandable. And they've got things kind of put in place now, legislative. I don't know if it's for all states, but my state, it's like, oh yeah, we got these in place so that way, like, prevents any issues. So, like, for example, they stop in front of railroad tracks before they continue. Doesn't matter, like, if there's any trains coming or not. They kind of stop for a reason. And also too, it's like they also do like the move over laws. Not move over laws, but it's like things where you can't pass a bus when it's stopping to pick up and drop off people, especially kids. Also, we got death's list, so that's That may pay out off and on. Let's see what we got here. And I mean, kudos to bus drivers, cause like they have to remember all this stuff to kind of keep everybody safe. And know to go what to go up which hill and during the winter and which one to avoid. I guess it's kind of like being a taxi driver though, only less people and not a large vehicle. You get a little bit of wiggle room with that. Okay, what we got here? World? That's cool. Levers might be useful. Let's see here. Now we don't have a thing on this floor. Okay. Go over here. Sneak past here. Let's see what else. Yeah, I've seen some interesting things with cabs, though. I guess speaking on the topic of cabs, cabs are pretty reliable for the most part, depending on what city you're from. And state, of course. I've been in cabs that were just super fast and really erratic. But they know where they're going, they know what they're doing, for the most part. And if you're like in a smaller town, of course, like, it's a little bit more personal. If you're kind of on the regular with riding these vehicles. I never tried a Lyft or an Uber or any of those. Not against it, it's just I never tried it. I'm assuming they're just as reliable. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't been using cabs in a while. It's been a number of years. So we got cancer. Not the good, I mean, the good kind of cancer, not like, whatever. So what we got here? Let's take that, maybe. No? Okay. Oh, let's try this. It looks like so far this run is doing pretty well. Maybe get some more damage and stuff. That might make things a little faster, but so far it looks pretty good. Alright, we got enough money for our shop. Okay, let's see this. So our secret room might be here. Okay, maybe it's here. Okay. Maybe here. No, okay. Alright, let's fight our boss. Oh, peep. Peep, 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 peep. try to get him with his ball advantages. Okay. Just careful with that urine. Okay, got a couple of keys and a luck upgrade. That's cool. Okay, what we got here? All right, so I say we take this. Okay, that's 1/3 away of Guppy. And I forgot a tinted rock, but I don't have a bomb, so there's that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this room. This is the Bomb Fly Bridge. Infamous bridge, and it's been around for years, of course. Can't avoid that. Unless we're flying. Okay. Lover's card. Let's take the devil card here. Lock down. Fine. 3 of them. Oh. That's right. He turns to Bob's brain randomly. Oops. Okay. I haven't played on the PC in a while, so I'm a little rusty with this. Oh boy. I've been playing on the Xbox mostly. Cranking on those dailies. Trying to get my last save file to get that cracked crown. I think I got 3 more I gotta do. 3 more wins, and then I got it. What do you guys think about the Weather Channel and their forecasts? Now we're going back to weather again. I remember at a time where it was just like, you know, they just reported the weather in the area, and it was like no names for like the not hurricanes, but how am I thinking? It's probably before my time when they didn't have names for the hurricanes. I meant to say like snowstorms. It's like, I can understand for hurricanes because they're less frequent than snowstorms, and it's a nice reference point. But when you get into the thing with snowstorms, then that's kind of pushing it a little bit, honestly, because I mean, who's going to be remembering a snowstorm name? Oh yeah, snowstorms Geneva. Well, where did that happen? Well, that happened in this region, this country, and affected these cities. I mean, no one's going to do that. They said, oh, we just had a snowstorm. And they're running out of names of snowstorms, too, if I recall. And it's like, well, it's not a surprise. There's so many of them. There's so many varieties. And, I'm not sure what the case is with that. Okay, so this is Pandora's box, so I think we get 1 item. Also Peep again. I think. Caves too, I think we do. Because like sometimes like flooded caves, for example, it gives you something else, I think. But then if it's like just regular caves, it gives you, it's a weird concept. Interesting concept, but weird. Yep, it is an item, which I do not want. Oh, that's, I mean, that's a little fun, I guess. Especially if we get a lump of coal, then it's gonna like make it a little bit interesting. But yeah, snowstorms. So like nicknaming them stuff. Not sure what kind of brought on that concept of that. But I mean, I guess it's here to stay for now. I remember some big ones over the years, though. Or not snowstorms, but I mean, not names of snowstorms. I know some big ones, but they didn't have names of them at the time. I meant to say it's like maybe some big hurricane storms over the years. Remember some years ago, my grocery store was promoting this thing about like a potential snowstorms coming in, before snowstorms coming in. And it's to be expected. Most of the town was just kind of flooding the whole store and took every single cart because they think storm's going to be coming through and they're not going to be able to access it. Which for a town like that, the town is mostly accessible for the most part. It wasn't like too rural. Maybe some people were kind of live in the rural areas and they would just want to like just beat the traffic and everybody else. Been a few years, but weather is kind of weird too, like with how it plays in culture and like how they can get people to come in and spend money for like different things to try to beat the storm. I mean, you gotta make money somewhere, I guess, right? Let's see. I do not want Punch Bag, because Punch Bag can be a little complicated. Oh, a golden key at the end. Cool. Every year at that, we would have got 2 golden keys. Double the infinite keys, am I right? We'll take that. That's extra health. Okay. Curse of the Lost. Cool. I mean, it doesn't hurt to, like, try to beat the storm and stuff. I mean, better to, like, get your stuff early than flooding everything and dealing with icy roads. I've ever dealing with icy roads a couple of times. Sliding a little bit and stuff. Nothing too bad, but it's... it can be unpredictable at times, especially black guys. I haven't really dealt with like any other like weird storms. Okay, sack of pennies. Hopefully make that viable. These last 2 floors. Hopefully no more greed. One can hope. Okay. Holy water. Cool. Which cool, I mean like lame, but it's there. It's an angel item. Forgot what it does. Does it do something to like milk? I can't remember. I hardly use that item. Utilize it. These guys. This is an interesting room. These things are popping up and you got all these stonies. Okay, you just stand over me. That's cool. So yeah, I mean, what would be nice is at the time, to like have a truck, 4-wheel drive and stuff. Maybe some snow tires. Do a lot more with that. Or like one with a V8 or something, where you can like haul a lot more stuff. I mean, the gas mileage is going to be pretty terrible, but like you could do a lot with that. Other than that, more than likely a diesel truck. That's what those typically are. It's a little pricier too with price of diesel. Oh, look at this room. Alright, we get another orbital. Or we can roll it, but I'm hoping to get a deal with the devil to roll. Now, do we want a second level advantage? Probably not. Okay. Oh, I see. Delirium. Hit me. Alright, let's try rerolling that. Well, shot speed is fine, but not what I wanted. Okay. I mean, shot speed will help a little bit with these eyeball tiers, and then like some extra health and stuff, range. I suppose it helps. Okay. Let's try this. Now that's tempting. That's real tempting. You know what? Let's take that. Because at this point, we're going to be close to running out of items. And since we need some damage, we can kill some enemies with this, with our setup. And then generate some flies, and I think it generates like an extra 2 times damage for each fly. And we got a... Oh yeah, we wasn't at Horror Babylon state. So we're going to go a little pretty hard with this. Down. Appreciate the generosity, but I prefer you pay out pretty soon. Besides pills, let's see. That's not too bad. A couple more of those, and we can get extra health upgrade. Let's see what we got here. Magician. Do not need... Moon card, okay. Let's try a couple more times and we may come back for you. Ace of Hearts. Well, that's gonna be tempting. Okay, let's try this. So. Oh, yeah, look at that. Rusted key. That won't hurt. Okay. Syringe. Okay, that's not too bad. For the most part, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Let's hold off on that for now. So yeah, I mean, like... Yeah, weather. It's, seems some interesting weather, though. I mean, you hear about these rare phenomenons, too, like, you know, double and triple rainbows and all that. And quadruple rainbows. Those are pretty cool. Alright, let's get over here. There we go. Gold key, that's pretty tight. Oh yeah, Curse of the Maze. That's pretty cool too. Okay, let's see here. Let's go around over here. Now I hear stories about like, well, not stories. I mean, I've read articles about people being upset about not news forecasters, weather forecasters. You know, for news stations. Well, that sucked. uh, you know, taking some flack and some threats with over some issues with having the weather being called wrong or something. Which is interesting because, like, you know, weather forecasting, they're trying to predict of what's going to be coming up based on like weather formations and stuff like that. So they don't necessarily have control over like, you know, what's going to happen. Okay, that's pretty useful. Look at this. 'Cause we need some health. Compass is pretty cool. Oh, well, you know what? That's kind of funny. Next door is agreed. Not in our shop. That's nice. Hopefully pay out with some money or at least Steam sell. But yeah, like, you know, forecasters, they don't have much control when it comes to like, alright. When it comes to like what's happening with the weather. That's the thing, it's just like you just can't take it too seriously, otherwise it's like it's gonna bum you out. Oh, you know what? We could have just had a freaking oh well. You know what? Let's just at this point, and we're like, well, this is our last shop too. Well, I guess I want to make too much of a difference. No, because if we take that, we've got like another boss after Mom, and then that's it. That's not going to help us either too much. Whatever. So we'll just take this. Take this. Take... I don't know. That's kind of good. Range. Whatever. That doesn't bother me too much. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah, these masks. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, 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 fun. Let's go over here. Yeah, like, forecasters, they have an interesting job for the most part. Because they're not the ones who are, like, primarily, like, looking into the data. They're just kind of, like, you know, presenting it in an easy way to, like, digest. You just take it like a grain of salt, you know, much like news, you know. It's like they're accurate to an extent, depending on who you know you follow and stuff. It gets kind of tricky for the most part. News is more tricky to kind of like, you know, to determine its accuracy and stuff, because like there's a lot of, you know, variations involved with that. Weather, not so much. I mean, there's some stuff, you know, that could be a little controversial, but, like, you know, the movie Twister, I mean, I know this is not reality and all that, but Twister, obviously, it's kind of like a piece of artistic work. Cinema is. But they brought up a good point about, like, you know, corporate sponsors when it comes to news, not news, but like weather reported and stuff. And it's kind of true today, because you hear about, like, well, if you've heard of some news, some weather broadcast companies, exclusively providing, some weather reports to some other, certain school districts and other school districts that can't get unless they pay a certain fee, stuff to report that, to them, weather forecasts or something like that. It's a whole complicated industry. Let's just say, we got Krampus, fine. We got a black heart sitting there, so that's gonna help some. You find a super secret room next floor with a black heart. Well, never mind. I guess we won't. And this, yep, I guess we won't. Okay, well, we're going to be flying solar without that. I was going to say is like if we had the lover's card, since we got the humbling bundle, like we can double our black hearts in that room and we'll be good. Okay, since we got the compass, this should help. These Mask of Infamy, though, and these turrets. Okay, that helps. Off the charts. Full health, that's okay. Locked down, I don't know about that. Okay, well, we got that. Okay, this isn't too bad if we just make it out, but this is a interesting room, isn't it? Let's see, we go over there, sneak through here. We go here. Okay. Tears up helps to an extent. Yeah. Damage is a little subpar, but we might be able to pull this off as long as we don't take too much damage. Okay, so range is pretty good. We might be able to... Ooh. Sneaky little guy! Oh, well, I didn't need that key anyway. Okay, what we got in here? It's not worth fighting 3 bosses for. I'll tell you that. Alright, what we got in here? Okay, this is, oops, well, okay. We got it here. Okay, well, there's that. Be nice to have Dark Bum. Okay. Ace of clubs. Do not need butter. The weather industries is like, I think, is pretty profitable for the most part because there's a lot of stuff like tied to weather in the industry. You got like, you got the golf tournaments. You've got like, sporting tournaments in general for the most part. You've got like, NASA, for example, doing their space launches, and you got SpaceX too. They all rely on this important fact of weather and the right elements and stuff. It's crazy because like, track and runners, for example, like it's a huge difference with wind resistance too, and how much they can perform with these events and stuff. That's the kind of stuff you can't really predict so much, prior to competition time. You're just gonna have to deal with the elements, like everyone does for the most part. I just live with it. Yeah, the weather industry is honestly interesting. Oh, a lot of it just ties to just all sorts of like stuff, interpersonal and like societal level.
Friends till the end.
And it seems like, you know, over the years, there's been like lots of like weather-related movies kind of cropping up. You know, you got like, or Sharknado. I think that's over. Let's see. We do not need money anymore.
Ace of clubs.
Bombs might be helpful. I don't think I've seen any rocks, so we go on. Yeah, weather-related movies. You know, you had Geostorm. I hadn't seen. I've heard about. I don't know how it is. I mean, I've seen The Core. Technically, that's a weather movie. Day After Tomorrow. And what else was there? There's a number of them. Okay, we gotta like... Oh, shit. Shoot. Okay, here we go. A number of them. I mean, we could risk going down. But then we won't be able to go up. We're kind of risking the biscuit here. Karma doesn't help either. And we're going to be chased down by these guys. Oh boy, okay. Let's pop that. Okay. Ah, we got our long-awaited damage upgrade. Okay, we need to go back and get our health. We're going to keep that full health pill for hopefully the boss fight. Hopefully we don't need it, but we'll see. Okay, up. At least we didn't have to fight the, oh, the worm boss. Not Chub, but the other one. The more advanced Chub. The Mega Chub. They're just all whistling at me. It's like, come here. Woohoo. Okay, here we go. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I think that might be a tender rock. I could be wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. Had a little X on there, but sure. Okay, okay. We're going to have to pop that. Oh, that was close. Okay. Okay. Got some flies. Get around these skulls. Okay. Gonna have to concentrate here a little bit. Okay, what we got? A range? Okay. Alrighty, here we go. This room scares me a little bit. Just gotta dodge, dodge, dodge. Watch out for the creep, because the creep's a little hard to see. Okay, where are you? Alright. Made it. Ah, there's a heart. Back here, cool. So yeah, weather. Okay, we got a couple of chances here. Cool. They're remaking Twister, evidently. Not sure I feel about that. I prefer the original one, though outdated. It's I found it rather interesting, that movie. Oh, this eyeball. Crazy, crazy. They're okay. So, And we're at the mom fight. Come on, Blackheart. Well, that's part right. We're going to use it once. Actually, do we have... Yeah, we do. Okay, you know what? At this point... Yeah, that'll give us Horror Babylon state. Extra health. Polaroid invincibility. That might have just saved us the run. Let's pop that, so that way we can get past that stage, so we don't get like a chub or a other weird boss we had to deal with on top of this bullet storm. Made it through. And we got another deal with the devil with a low chance. Alright. Well, at least we got it. Up to the next floor. Oh yeah, we also got that blanket. That's cool. So yeah, I mean... I'd watch the new Twister movie. Just see how it is. Seen quite a few films last year over the past year, during this coronavirus lockdowns, and really some really good surprising ones came out and stuff. Pretty blown away for the most part. Okay, well, we're getting kind of low on HP here, so let's be a little bit more careful. Okay, this is not the way. I had a feeling this was not the way. Okay. What we got here? Magician. That's probably going to help us a little bit more than the other one, because we don't have any red hearts. Ooh, okay. Got max coins. So hopefully if we find a demon, not a demon, but a beggar, we might be able to get a red heart. Okay, that helps greatly with that. More of those plays. I don't know what blew that up. Might have been Bob's brain. Okay. That might have been Bob's brain again. Bless you, Bob's brain. Okay. We're almost in the clearing. Lots of angry flies here. You know, at this point, we'll do some gambling. Luck is okay, but I don't think luck has anything to do with, like, winning these machines. Unless you have Lucky Foot or a cane or something like that. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, weather's crazy. There's a whole industry of it, like I said, and it's ooh, Perth was going to be useful. I haven't really watched television in a while, so I'm not sure if like there's any more like, you know, weather specials like Twister related ones or hurricane related ones or something like that. I assume they still are, but it probably isn't as like as much as what it used to be. It's kind of cool to like look on YouTube about like all the footage that people capture, like amateur footage of all these storms. Like they had one with a dash cam video. This car in front of them was like spun around and it knocked some woman outside of the car. And well, they were fine. They were just stunned, traumatized. I mean, that's not a surprise. Like, you just got kicked out of the vehicle and you could have died. I've even seen videos too that, you know, fire twisters. Those suckers, they're kind of rare, I guess. Or they're just like super dangerous though. Not as powerful as an F5 though, but like they can do a lot of damage regardless. Okay, so we're going to take this. 2 pennies, cool. And looks like we're doing pretty well with this. So we just gotta survive this fight. Check out those 4 items in the chest. We're not taking the hand item or a trinket. Otherwise, we're gonna miss out a lot of good items, and I do not want a bunch of spiders in the chest. But yeah, like, weather is, yeah, something else. Hate it, love it, you just gotta deal with it. It's cool to see on a YouTube screen instead of like being up close and personal to the really dangerous stuff. I mean, it's to be said. Oh, we got Curse of the Blind too. Okay. Continuum, alright. Okay, that's pretty good. Money and power. Oh, well, spend our money most part, but yeah. Yeah, there's something special about like seeing it up close in person and experiencing it as opposed to watching it on a 2D, you know, screen. Pyromaniac, that could be helpful. It's kind of like when you see photos of like, you know, a popular tourist area. It's like, well, that's cool, blah blah blah, but like you don't know the extent really until you're like really up close and personal with it. You can see the more in depth of everything that's there. Dry baby, okay. And yeah, I mean, like I've been to like different places around the U.S., like the Grand Canyon, and just noticed the massive size of it, like everything, you know, in perfect view. And like photos just does not show like, you know, the great extent of what it truly looks like. Because you just realize how small you really are with those kind of, you know, spaces compared to like just seeing it in an image. VR doesn't even like, you know, compete against like, you know, that, you know, reality of like how this stuff looks. VR is not really quite there yet with that kind of stuff, especially with photography and videos with that. It's kind of low grade quality, but it's catching up slowly. We got ruined bag. So yeah, I mean, weather's weather, you know? There's something cool about like, you know, potentially seeing a F5. It's at the same time it's kind of at that scary unknown with like how you kind of deal with that for the most part. How you process it too, being like, you know, 2 or 2.5 miles wide. Like, to me, like, that would be just so unimaginable with how this sucker is gonna look like. you know, up close. And how powerful it is tossing stuff like toys and stuff and shooting things across. So yeah, so we got our win after we were first loss. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and just leave a like and subscribe, and just see you later.